Good morning. It's just after 9 o'clock. It is now 9:06. Let's start mornings with Marcel and friends, shall we? All right, great to see you. Welcome to Mornings with Marcel and Friends. I am your humble host for Tuesday, July the 30th. Ooh, August is right around the corner, so you better get ready. Just a reminder to all of you, if you're in my home place of Brooklyn, including Gravesend, Fort Greene is the one to see the new sign that will be revealed this Saturday. So come on out to have the new name called Emily N. Avenue. I promise you that. It's going to be good. That's according to my messages on my socials. It is great to be with you for the next 30 minutes. My girl Victoria is back next Tuesday morning for her show right before mine. So feel free to say hello to Victoria and make sure you subscribe to her channel for 5 straight days of laughs and fun. The morning show with Victoria. Ooh, I gotta love Victoria. Shouts to her. I love you, Victoria. I really love you. Okay. Gonna be a busy show, and I'm so sorry about the delay, ladies and gents. It could be 9 o'clock here in the east, 6 in the west, 2 in the afternoon or should I say 3 in the afternoon in Paris, where Team USA at the Olympics, day number 5. Day number 5 is going to be another aiming for gold, volleyball and basketball as well for today as well. The men's side is going to be a hot, looking for another straight gold on the sides. Simone Biles as well in the gymnastics as well too. So, going to be ready for another aiming for gold. But in the meantime, if you're listening to my podcast called Morning News Headlines, where episode 391 is available right now, T-9 to episode 400 is going to be taking place T-98 till Election Day. It will take place on November the 5th. And if you are waking up to seeing the news you need to know right from the top to get you up to speed and on with your day, this is the place. Beginning for you this morning, 2 meteor showers will light up the skies this week, creating a dazzling display in several corners of our world. The southern delta aggregates will act overnight in the Alpha Capricornids, known for bright fireballs, could bring 5 meteors per hour tonight. Ooh. It could be here in the northeast zone of our state, so we'll be ready for bring the telescopes. It's going to be an amazing one. So, when I play this soundbite here, this one right here, as according to my laptop, here are the news you need right from the top to get you up to speed and on with your day. And because of YouTube, subscribe my channel here. Don't forget to find me on Facebook, Threads, Instagram, and of course TikTok and Thread and X. There you go, formerly known as Twitter, X at MR29. If you follow me. Alright, straight to the news, folks. Former President Donald Trump has agreed to sit for an interview with the FBI to provide his perspective of the failed assassination attempt this month. This comes as questions remain about the security errors, lapses, and missed opportunities to stop would-be assassinated before the Pennsylvania rally got underway. Text messages released the radio chatter detailed yesterday showed that law enforcement officers lost sight of the shooter. and further illustrated the confused communications around tracking him at the event on July the 13th. The Secret Service is suggesting how it approved security plans for all future protected sites and events, according to excerpts of congressional testimony that acting Secret Service Director Ronald Rowe will deliver today. The men's triathlon event has been postponed until tomorrow due to poor water quality levels in the river Seine. Pollution in the Seine typically jumps after heavy rains, like those that recently drenched the French capital, Paris. About $1.5 billion was spent trying to clean the river ahead of the games, and Paris officials have made a big show of displaying its sustainability. The mayor of the city, Anne Hidalgo, swam in the river earlier this month to display her confidence in the water quality. The French sports minister has also gone for a dip in the Seine in the water if the water levels don't improve by tomorrow. August the 2nd, Friday, the original contingency date for the triathlon remains in place. Be on the lookout for the tracker where Team USA has 20 totals in the gold side, along with France and Japan. Democrats are eagerly awaiting to see whom Vice President Harris picks as her running mate, as a few contenders appear to be rising for the forefront. Polling and extensive research is underway for Governor of Pennsylvania Josh Shapiro, Arizona Senator 2 Mark Kelly, along with Governor of Minnesota Tim Walz, Andy Beshear, Governor of Kentucky, and Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg are also seen as prospective running mates. Yesterday, Governor of North Carolina Roy Cooper took himself out of consideration and decided the accelerated search has entered a new phase. Harris' decision on a running mate could come within a week. Two people familiar with the matter, with her goal to make an announcement before the 7th of August. That will be next Monday. That's right, next Monday from now. And ahead of the closing final day of the Paris Olympics on the 11th. President Biden called for major Supreme Court reforms in his speech marking the Civil Rights Act of 1964 yesterday. His proposals on constitutional amendment stripping the president of immunity for crimes committed while in office, term limits for Supreme Court justices, and binding code of conduct for the High Court stand little chance of going anywhere with a divided Congress. VP Harris endorsed Biden's calls for reform, saying the changes would restore confidence in the courts and strengthening our democracy. In a statement released by the campaign, former President Trump slammed the proposal, calling it a typical Biden con. And last but not least for you, this Tuesday morning, new intelligence indicates North Korean leader Kim Jong-un's daughter Kim Joo-hee as secretly undergoing succession training to prime her for taking control of the secretive country. She's believed to be 10 to 12 years old and is the second child of the North Korean leader. There is historical precedent for Kim to identify his successor so early on, because that's what his father, Kim Jong II, did with him, according to analysts. The Kim family's rule in North Korea stretches back to 1948, when Kim's second son came to power in the aftermath of World War II. The National Intelligence Service of South Korea also believes Kim's health may have deteriorated, with reporters saying he has been showing symptoms of high blood pressure and diabetes. Breakfast browse as we come to the 5 things came to an end. Flash flood hits the Hollywood theme park in Tennessee. Google's Olympics ad went viral for all the wrong reasons. Trump bears the true history of the fake Australian animal. Dog's unlikely friendship divides the internet. And biohazard prompts United Airlines flight diversion. $175,000. That's today's number on how much Princess Leila's Return to the Jedi bikini recently fetched at auction. The iconic golden bikini, famously worn by Carrie Fisher, has become a beloved costume among Star Wars fans. It has also attracted criticism for sexualizing Fisher and her character. And last but not least, from back on yesterday, Venezuela's opposition leader Maria Corina Machado rejected Nicolás Maduro's re-election. Protests erupt across Venezuela after Maduro was declared the winner at the ceremony by the National Electoral Council, or NEC. which is stacked with Maduro allies, and which hasn't yet issued final vote tallies from Sunday's election. He is facing accusations of electoral fraud, with the U.S. among regional leaders that have raised questions about the validity of the results. We won, and everyone knows it. All right. My God. 5 things ended. If you want to listen to my podcast, Morning News Headlines, well, there you have it. Episode 391 is available now. And back next Tuesday for more, too. Coming up on 9/17 here in the East, 3/17 in Paris. Here is the verse of the day from our friends at verseoftheday.com.
Verse of the day for July 30th from John 7:30 and 31. When Jesus was teaching in the temple courts, the people rejected his teaching and they tried to seize him, but no one laid a hand on him because his time had not yet come. Still, many in the crowd put their faith in Jesus. They said, when the Christ comes, will he do more miraculous signs than this man? Now, Phil Waring, you know the enemies of Jesus tried to repeatedly seize him before his time. Yet the Gospel of John reminds us again and again that no one could seize Jesus until he offered himself to them at the right time according to God's plan. Jesus followed God's timetable just as carefully as he obeyed his Father's will. So, we can know with absolute assurance that when Jesus died, he did so to redeem us and obey his Father's will. The Lord did not die because he was powerless to defend himself. Jesus' death was voluntary, a sacrifice, a triumph of his obedience to his Father's will over his own will for preservation. Yes, wicked people were responsible, but his death was also the plan of God to redeem us. Jesus obeyed, and we are saved. He offered himself as a sacrifice at the right time so we could be adopted into the Father's family and freed of our bondage to sin, death, hell, and the evil one. Lord Jesus, I thank you for honoring our Father and being obedient to him and his timing in your life.
Yes, it
Thank
is.
you for choosing to die for me and redeem me from my sin. Thank you, dear Father, for such an incredible display of love and mercy that cost you so much. Please give me a more profound sense of my worth and significance to you, because I know the great price you paid to redeem and adopt me. In Jesus' holy name I pray. Amen.
Amen indeed, Mr. Phil Ware from our friends at verseoftheday.com. Once again, today's verse of the day goes to John 7 with the verses of 30 and 31. And I will definitely copy it as well according on my socials. So bear with me before the show comes to an end. But in the meantime, did you know that so many punishments on Damar's amazing YouTube channel has been going amazing? From punishments to being grounded, I can't believe what you're saying, from classical Mikey and Jay to others like stoling and stealing and everything in this path. I guarantee you it will be a punishment or even a very emotional life been going on ever since. But this one, it will be a lot more grounded for 4. So stand by, and you're about to see, folks, the punishment number 3 is one of my favorites here on my YouTube page. If you follow me if you subscribe to my page on YouTube, it could be good. Things are going to be like grounded, or even, for sure, the punishment of its own. This is not going to be good for long, but take a time to listen.
I can't believe you two boys cheated.
We can believe it. Classic Mikey and Jay.
Anytime there's an opportunity to cheat, you boys are going to take it, aren't you?
Wait, so Sam's actually the real winner?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct. Congratulations, honey.
Thanks, Mom. I'm really excited to go with you.
Oh. Well, but you're 14. You don't have to take me. You can take a friend.
That's right.
Pick me! No! Are you kidding?
Even if she gave you the tickets, you're not going. You're grounded, Jay.
Same goes for you, Mikey.
Well, what about you, Landon? Wait, seriously? You want to go with me? Oh my gosh, yes, I'd love to. I'm such a big fan of FaZe Rock. That'd be awesome.
Well, great. Anybody want some cake?
Yeah.
It's red velvet.
Count me in. So you see, if you cheat, you'll never get ahead.
Jay?
Oh,
So we can talk
crazy,
about
isn't
what
it?
you did here.
Wait, before we go, can I please have some cake? I mean, red velvet's my favorite.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
None. Come
Oh!
on, let's go.
Have a chew now.
Oh, don't be laughing because you're going home too. I think you get there. You are getting your PS5 taken away.
But I just got that back. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm really gonna miss that.
I almost did.
Woo! That's what. Here's the thing for you folks. If you cheat, you never get ahead. That's the rule. And how about this? When it comes to dark, always comes to light. Ooh, you remember Dom Man, huh? There are saying to this, like, if you cheat, you never get ahead. That's the one rule. And how about this one? What happens in the dark always comes to life. Or should I say, what happens in the dark always comes to light. Don't judge a book by its cover, or your actions always have a way of coming back to you. If we don't have trust, then we don't have everything. And you never know how hard someone's job is until you true it yourself. The question is, which one of your favorite? Today's question is, which one of Dom Man's amazing quote? Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. We not the ones who always ignore him. Just respect him and subscribe to his channels. If you cheat, you never get ahead. And let's say this. You ready? What happens in the dark always comes to light. And how about this one? Bad choices. Always. Bad choices. Always are coming of consequences. There are so many ways that you want to connect with Mr. Dom Man. I want to take the time to have to say, well, how about this? Ooh, get ready, folks. This is going to be good to all of you. For Dom Man, like to saying, if you cheat, you never get ahead, and when it comes to dark, always. What happens in the dark always comes to light. When you're in a hole, you need to stop digging, or it's going to get worse. Oh, I bet you will. So shouts to Mr. Dom Man, ladies and gentlemen. He is an amazing, phenomenal, and it's going to be good as well. So, oh, do I mention it? This is what the Dom Man says. In the dark comes to light, and along with, if you cheat, you never get ahead, and when you're in a hole, you need to stop digging. That's amazing. So shouts to Dom Man. And by the way, we don't have much time before things gonna wrap things up for you. It's gonna be a very delayed show for you because I have been posted on X because of it. Here's gonna be a very favorite. The end of the broadcaster of the racing legend of Sky Sports, Mr. Robert Cooper. A look back at his funniest career highlights over the years. It will run for 3 minutes and 7 seconds. Sorry about the unmutes. Here's it. Get ready.
And see what Robert makes of it all. Let's get across to Lingfield now and see what Robert makes of it all.
Oh, hello. Hello. I'm here. Hello. I'm on my bike. And luckily I've got all my clothes on. Wow. That didn't go very well, did it? What the devil? How'd you get past security?
There was no security.
You know that.
There's a road to the stars that we can travel along.
It's like my job, you have good days and bad days. I have a lot of bad days. We'll speak to you later. There's someone down there. I'm just looking around to see if there's anyone to talk to. I see no one here at all. See, I'm not telling a lie. I'm getting maybe. What? What did he say? Tomo! I don't believe it.
Have you got any tips?
No.
Right, I'll have your chair. Let's go.
I'm cornered. Blimey. And here's the Biz. Oh, the second. My goodness me. This is absolute mayhem. Just have a quick word with Andrew Thornton. Andrew Thornton, obviously very unhappy. Being a goat, I've really become attached.
Calling out for inquiries was plotting.
You agree it should be an inquiry. You said
But they will have an inquiry, and they had an inquiry.
And Portman Square.
I think you're going to have to go to a McCurry.
Yeah.
Get away, you fools! Get away!
Go away, behave! A couple of winners were Marco Botti and a few other winners which I've already forgotten. There's an interesting one, number 3. No, it's not. That's not an interesting one at all.
Oh, yes. Roy Cooper, ladies and gents. I guarantee you it could be good for sure. But if you want to see some of the nice, funniest career highlights over the years, make sure you check out on their social channels. So far, so good for the Dow futures, but they're in the red right now. They need to look out for the green arrows. But the Nasdaq and S&P futures are in the green as well. You have 1 minute away from the opening bell is set to taking place for you on Wall Street. And now, to wrap up today's Mornings with Marcel and Friends, because of the delay, the word of the day is...
Purport.
Purport. To purport is to claim or to be or do a particular thing where this claim may not be true. The report purports to be objected, but its bias is clear. So purport is our Mornings with Marcel and Friends word of the day. Purport. And that, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, today's Mornings with Marcel and Friends has come to an end. I'll be back next Tuesday morning to start things off for the month of August. It will be August I don't know what the kind of before the show from my girl Victorious. Just after that, it could be ready, set, go. August the 6th. That's 9 a.m. right after Victoria, so look forward to joining me. But in the meantime, you have yourself a wonderful Tuesday, and I'll see you then. Remember, Morning News Headlines episode 391 is available now. See you next week.